So I wanted to wait before I spoke too soon on the amount of damage that cold snap did to my SpiceZee. And yes, that thing did a lot of damage to this tree, at least to the fruits. As you can see, here's some examples. So what I'm seeing is they're having these little splits, if you can see that. They're having these little splits down the side. And if you just kind of touch them, they just fall off. As if you like just touch it and they fall off, they weren't gonna make it anyway. So I'm just going through and kind of touching some of the flowers, and a lot of them are falling off. So I'm looking into some of the fruits, and as you can tell, this is one of those fruits that had the split in it, and a lot of the fruits have this split in it. And when you open it up, it's just brown in the middle, meaning that this was gonna fall. The plant was dying, or the fruit was dying to cold. I don't know any bugs that make a split down the middle like that. So that's where I'm thinking it's cold damage, not plum curculio, because they leave a different kind of sign. There are still some on here that don't have that split, so I think we still got a chance to get some fruit. I'm gonna keep looking through. So here's an example. Look at that right there. Hopefully you can see it. You see that little black mark? That's a split. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off because I know this is done for. Now let me break it open for y'all real quick. It's gonna be hard to do with one hand. See how brown that is in the middle? Yeah, that was never gonna survive. So it's looking like the telltale is if they have those little splits like this one has it, and it falls right off. Let's look to see if we can see any more. This one is just ugly. So it fell right off. This one is ugly. Let's see. See, there's two right here. Y'all can see these two. I don't see a split on this one so far. Small split, and it falls right off. Yeah, it was a split on the other side of this one. So basically, these splits are the telltale. This one has one too. Look, right there. Yep, falls right off. So it looks like this whole branch right here was taken out. Unfortunate. This right here actually still has the shuck on it right here. So let me undo the shuck real quick. Oh, I want to do it without ruining the fruit, because look, something ate half of this one off. This one is not gonna make it. See, this is not looking too good. This isn't gonna make it. Let's look higher in the tree. All right, that one is not going to make it. This one is not gonna make it. This one, it has a split. Yeah, it just fell right off. This one is, so it appears to be the ones that are more mature, because this one is kind of planted on there pretty good right here with no splits on it. So this is going to be one that may actually stay productive. This got a split. It's coming off, and it fell off easy. This one has a split. This one is not going to work. So that's what we're gonna have to do. Just gonna look through, peel off the ones with the splits. Not try too hard. Like if they just fall off, then that's what we want. If they pull, I'm not gonna like pull against them or anything like that. Like there's some higher up on the tree that seem to be fine, which is not actually crazy, because really higher up on the tree, from what I seen, the later the bloom, so they may have been in a better state. Let's look at these two right here. Yeah, there's a split on this one right here on the left, but it's not coming off easy. This one on the right looks like there's a black on the top right here, so I'm pretty sure this one is done, and it's falling off. Yeah, let's see if it had a shuck on it. Let's see if it had a split. Yep, the infamous split right there. So that's gotta go. This has a split, gotta go. This one is falling right off. That has a split. And this is demoralizing right here. This one has a split, but it's holding on, so I'm gonna let it stay. That one just fell straight off. You couldn't tell this like a day after the cold that this was gonna be a problem, but after about a week, it's starting to rear its ugly head. We'll see what we get though. See if we get anything from this SpiceZee nectar plum. I think if we have any chance, it's gonna be from stuff like that. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, that has no visual splits. Yeah, it seems like the stuff on the top of the tree are holding on a lot tighter, which may be a good sign. I don't know. I can already tell the peaches, or at least the contender peach, is faring a lot better than the SpiceZee nectar plum. There are some fall offs, but I mean, there's so much hard fruit set that's like when you touch it, it's like not falling off compared to the nectarine. Yeah, the contender looks like it's gonna be fine. You know, there are some drops, of course, but that could be just for lack of pollination. I could tell the SpiceZee, it was not because of lack of pollination why those fell off. It was definitely because of cold weather. Yeah, fruit set is amazing on the contender as it was last year also. This one froze off. You can look at that one. That one froze off. And this one did too. You know, you don't need that many per branch anyway. Look at that one. That looks perfect. Unless that brown, yeah, I don't think that brown spot is bad. That's not like brown rot. That's just the bottom of the little peach. And this one's gonna fall off. So it looks like this little thing right here curls when it's damaged. Like this one right here, it looks like it's curling, so it's already off the tree. Yeah, so that may be an indicator, but it's just not that much of it to where I'm really worried. Like this one right here is kind of curling a little bit, but it's holding on, so I'll let it stay. This one is dead. Go ahead and get this one. I'll look at it. That one is done for. This is done. Overall, I think the contender's gonna make it. We're gonna get some peaches off this one. Looking at the Belle of Georgia, about a week after the freeze, and it definitely got hit hard. It got hit harder than the contender, but doesn't look like it got hit as hard as the nectar plum. Especially when you look higher up on the tree, you can see this branch right here is pretty much done for. Look at that. It's just gonna flick off. You shouldn't be able to flick it off like this. You can see stuff like this is way more fine. Man, this zoom is just killing me. This one is okay, but you can see that's just falling off the bone right there. Look at that, it's falling off and drooping on the side, soft. Then you have stuff like that. That's fine, it's not gonna fall off. I can knock it off, but it won't be as easy as knocking off stuff like this. And I can pretty much tell this is due to the cold. It's either cold or lack of pollination. I don't think the second one is true. Knock that off. Yeah, Belle of Georgia definitely got hit hard, especially the lower branches. Go ahead and take that off. This off. Just dead. Of course, I could just leave this, but I kind of want to look through and see what the damage look like, and I can kind of multiply. Like, that's gonna be fine. I can kind of multiply and see what percentage died, but definitely on the Belle of Georgia looks like it took out over 50%. A lot of damage here, and like I said, you couldn't tell this at the beginning. I couldn't tell this like right the day after the freeze, but at this point it's easy to tell. And these right here are gonna leave those on. Those looks like the ones, most of the ones that were bigger are actually surviving better, which could speak to pollination issues. I'm not a expert at none of this stuff, so all I know is this thing is dropping a whole bunch of fruit, and it was cold, unusually cold last week, so I'm gonna obviously blame some of it on this cold.